Hey everybody, my name is Laura,
And I'm Ebony.
and we're so excited to welcome you to the Mr. and Miss GMU Pageant 2016. Y'all are all contestants this year, and if you're watching this video, congratulations. So basically, we're doing this video because we haven't been able to meet in person yet. And so we definitely want you all to watch this video, take notes if you can, so you can ask questions at the end. And hopefully by the next meeting, we'll have all your questions answered and you'll be prepared for our first pageant rehearsal and get things running. As you know, the pageant is March 20th at 7 p.m. in the Hub. And we are ordering really nice invitations for you all to send to your families. So start thinking about 5 people that you would like to invite. So that way we can get those sent out as soon as possible so that they're aware of what's going on. So I'm going to go through an agenda as if we were in a meeting together. And so today we're going to talk about the committee as far as who's going to be, helping you all out directly, as well as who's doing a lot of the behind the scenes work. Introducing Zeta Phi Beta and their affiliation with the pageant, and they're basically hand in making this all possible. We'll go over the contract. We have some good news for you. I'll announce the boys and the girls who are going to be the contestants. We'll announce some future dates and priorities that y'all have to write down, and hopefully we'll be able to attend. Then we'll go over a little bit about like the different portions of the pageant, and then let you know what you need for the next meeting. So I'm going to start with the committees. So directly working with you all is Jamez for the boys and Alexis for the girls. And then Ebony and Deanna from Zeta will definitely be working with you all just to make sure you guys have all the information you need and are just prepared for pageant day. We also have a finance committee who's just really doing fundraising and making sure like the budget and everything is going well, and that is Jenga. And so this year we're all going to be working together as one big committee to make sure that we get that scholarship money and that we get everything as far as crowns, sashes, tiaras, everything by pageant day. So we'll need your help with that, and we'll also just need everyone's weight is going to definitely be that didn't make sense, but everybody's going to be working together. So we also have logistics, which is Felicia. She takes all of our meeting notes. Hopefully she'll be at your pageant rehearsals, just taking notes, documenting what's going on. She's also in charge of just like sending some emails. So if you get them, please respond to them because we're putting in some work to be organized. We also have the pageant day committee. So that is Jordan and Caitlin, and they are literally going to be doing the setup, making sure like the pageant looks appealing to the eye, as well as they are the ones who design like the invitations for your families. So you'll see that. And then also we have social media and kind of graphics, and that is Lando, who is the current Mr. Black. And he'll be working on our graphics so we can send out things via Instagram, Twitter, all that. And so he'll be working hard on that, as well as just like an outreach committee, which is a little bit of everybody too, but including Miss Black, which is Vanessa Ashford. And that is just like getting the word out that the pageant is happening, when it's happening, where it's happening, and just getting some buzz around it so that way people can come out and support y'all that night. So I've talked a lot so far, so I'm going to let Ebony speak a little bit about like how the pageant kind of came to be. And if you guys have questions about that, you can always visit our website, Mr. and Miss Black, GMU at WordPress or .wordpress.com. So yeah.
All right, guys. So like she said, my name is Ebony. I am a part of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. And this pageant pretty much came to be because one of our members, one of our sisters, she saw the need for leadership in the Black community here at Mason. And so in 2008, she took it upon herself with another one of our sorors and some other people who also saw the need for the leadership in the community to bring it together and to put those people who played prominent roles and just put them out there so that way Mason saw well, this is Black leadership, this is Black excellence, and just to bring the Black community together even further than it already was.
Yeah. So y'all are going to be a part of that legacy, regardless if you are exactly like Mr. and Miss Black. You're still a part of the legacy of being in the pageant, which a lot of people can't say. And this is a scholarship pageant, so just know that at the end of this, whoever is the winner will be rewarded for their efforts. But that scholarship's not necessarily to say, oh, here it is because you won. This is to motivate you to continue making the Black community as strong as possible, being a good representation for the community. Lando is someone who, in every meeting he's in, will announce that he is Mr. Black, and it always puts it in a good light because he's doing things that are making our community better and stronger. So that's something that we are expecting of the winners, but we're also expecting of everyone who's participating, just to carry that legacy and continue that Black excellence that we've definitely been striving for. So now just getting into some, what do they call those? Like housekeeping rules?
Yeah.
I don't know. Housekeeping maybe. So basically I'm telling you, everyone has had to do a contract. And in the past, it's basically just saying, I agreed to be a part of this pageant. I know what I'll be doing, why I'm doing it. And also it comes with a $25 fee, which has been reduced since
it used to be
like
50.
Right.
I know when I did it my freshman year, it was $50, but it is refundable.
Yeah.
You will get it back. It's just a safety measure saying that this is what you're committing to, but you will get it back come pageant day.
Right. So we have some really good news, and we're round of applause for y'all. The GPA, of course, is a 2.7 to be a part of the pageant. And in the past, the Black community has struggled in some sense to even find contestants that can reach a 2.5. And 1 year in the pageant, males weren't able to participate, which I think was
that was my
year.
freshman year, because there were no males that reached a 2.5 who either were interested or just couldn't find them.
Right. And so Mr. and Miss Black, has is known in the community. And so for that to have happened, a lot of people were disappointed. But the last year was the return of Black excellence. Everyone had above a 2.7. And this year we're so happy to say that not even anyone has below a 2.8. So we do have someone who has a 4.0. I'll put that out there. But y'all are in the range of a 2.8 to a 4.0, which is incredible. And definitely round of applause. I don't think, a lot of people in the university thought that could happen for us, but it is, and that's the standard, and y'all exceeded that. So
you guys have set a new level, a new bar that people have to reach now just to be a part of Miss Black, because with Mr. and Miss Black, because when they look back on it, they're going to say, well, if they can do it, why can't I?
Right. So just give yourself, feel very confident about the fact that you are able to achieve that goal, and just know that right there, that is Black excellence, that is setting an example for other people to follow. So in a way, you are all carrying out that role of Mr. and Miss Black without the title. So right now we're going to announce the 5 boys and 5 girls. You might have seen each other's names in the group chat, but just so it's all in one place, we're going to read off the names.
All right, starting with the boys. Congratulations to Mr. Khafra Barcliffe, Xavier Savannah, Kai Farrow, Anthony Lofton, and Amir Rahmat Jones.
And for the girls, congratulations to Erica Johnson, Danielle Watson, Marissa Strang, Asia Good, and Lauren Smith. So as you can tell, that's a long list of people. That's 5 boys and 5 girls, but y'all will be paired up at some point. We'll pick numbers, figure it all out. But yeah, congratulations to all of you, 10 contestants. You should be very proud of yourselves. So now just kind of going into some things that we want you to take note. If you do have a pen or paper, if you want to pause the video now and get those things, that'd be great. Yeah, go for it.
Right. So for the future, what we're trying to do is to have a little mini photo shoot for you guys to to help with promotion, kind of put you guys' photos out there so people know who they're looking at, knowing who each contestant is. Because we want to promote for the pageant as much as possible, so people come out and they see you guys' faces, so they see who they're looking at, they see who their future Mr. and Mrs. Black are. So what we're going to do is we'll let you know ahead of time. It's probably going to be like on a regular meeting day. That you need to have invest in now like a black and white outfit. It can be all black, it can be all white, or just a mix of black and white. Just needs to have no color, black and white. And we will let you know ahead of time when you need to come to the meeting prepared with those ensembles, so that way your pictures can be taken, individual pictures, group photos, and everything can get done.
And of course, these pictures will go on the website, so come looking real nice. So the next thing is you'll be asked to do service hours. And so basically, the service is attending events that happen within the Black community at Mason. So, and that's simple, like, attend a BSA meeting or
CSA, ASA, any of the Divine Nine fraternities and sororities we have on campus. We're constantly having these events.
Right.
So anything that is within the Black community here at Mason, it's really easy. There are a lot going on, especially here in the month of February, Black History Month.
Right. So y'all will literally have no excuse to have not been able to go to at least one thing. You do get points added to your total at the end when the judges are tallying up everything. So this is a big deal because it helps you out. And if you feel like, oh, my talent isn't on point or this isn't on point, we can still factor in your service hours and how much you contributed to the Black community. And of course, if you're doing things outside of the community, like actual community service, we'd like for you to log those hours too. There will be a max amount of points you can get because we don't want one person to have 20 hours because they have a lot of free time. And then someone who has like a really heavy schedule can only do one thing. So we'll have a max amount of hours, but hey, if you can get that max hours, you probably want to do that so that way everyone's on the same playing field. So we'll give you the form for that at the next meeting. So the next meeting will be this Sunday, January 31st, and the time will be announced. But first, we want to just get this out, make sure you have it, and also the location of that meeting will be sent to the group chat. So just so you guys are aware of that, just know that this Sunday we will be meeting, and it most likely will be later in the evening because we know there's a lot of other organizations who meet on Sundays, as well as people might have work. So we're hoping everyone lives on campus so can easily get somewhere. And depending on where everyone lives, we might be able to have something closer to your living area so you don't have to walk as far. But those details will come in the next day or so. Okay, so basically we're just going to tell you a little bit about the categories of the pageant. We have fanfare, which is your introduction. This is the first time everyone in the crowd is going to see you. And last year we did like a little dance, but it's really up to y'all. Like once we meet and we get to know you all, you guys get to throw out ideas about like what you want to see in your fanfare. And then we will have that creatively put together so it can be performed. We have a business portion, which is also going to be the proposal. If you attended last year's event, you probably saw that there was kind of like a gallery where the contestants made poster boards and put together kind of like, their proposal of an event. You'll be doing the same thing, but on stage this year. So basically, you're going to be dressed up in like a professional attire, however you would like to convey that message. You're being judged on it. But you're also going to be presenting like what you would do in the community if you were to be Mr. and Miss Black. And this year the theme is unforgettable, so if you have something along the lines of that, bonus points. But it's some type of proposal that's going to say, this is what I'll do if awarded this scholarship.
Okay, so then you have the infamous talent portion. So talent can be anything that you feel that is your gift, anything that you feel that you are accomplished at. People dance, people do spoken word, people sing. We had a tumbling routine. I've seen a modeling routine. Like I've seen all of that. Whatever you feel is your talent, you bring to the table. Next will be the questions portion. So you'll come out in your
evening gown.
Evening gowns.
Yes.
I couldn't think of the word, and your evening wear, and you'll walk to the end of the stage, and the current Mr. and Miss Black will let you draw out of a hat the question that you have chosen, and you'll answer that question. Next thing, you'll have the legacy poem, and I'll let Laura explain that.
Yeah, so it's something new that we want to start, but last year the contestants performed a group poem together. The girls did one and then the guys did one. This year we might change it up, but we're going to call it the legacy poem. And kind of like in Cotillion, in some places, they'll have something that everyone every year, each class of Cotillion that goes through, like they have something that they do that alumni can come back and say, I did that too. And so the poem is going to be something that we want to start. So last year they did it. This year we'll do it again. We might choose a different poem. We might do the same ones, but you'll bring your own flavor to it and make it a little bit different. But you will be alumni of this pageant. So in the future, if we have some type of alumni event, you'll be invited to that, and you'll be able to say, I did that legacy poem as well. So that should be exciting. You'll get more details about what the poem is at, if not the first meeting, the second meeting. So just so you're aware of that. Okay, you want to go into that?
Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is what you need to remember to bring to the next meeting, which will be Sunday the 31st. You need to make sure you bring something to write with because you will be taking notes, a folder or something that you can keep everything that we give you in one place, and a copy of your schedules. Please remember to bring a copy of your schedules. It can be handwritten. You can print it out. It doesn't matter unless you know you have atrocious handwriting. Please bring a copy of your schedules. And also, lastly, any comments, questions, or concerns that you may have for us after watching this video or after listening to the meeting next time that you have for us that we can answer and bring your mind at ease or just take that confusion out.
So text the chat your name and then a question you might have had from the video. And if you had no questions and you understand everything, just say that you
questions.
There's no questions. Just say something in the chat so we know everyone is linked up to the chat and that you have watched this video. We know it was a little lengthy, but this saves us so much time. From our first meeting, we can just dive into what we have to talk about. So please watch this video. You can watch it in pieces, whatever. Go back, rewind. It's available to you at all times. But we're really excited to meet you. Thank you so much for taking the time to actually apply. Your essays were great. We'll talk about a whole bunch of things to help you grow through this process, but congratulations. We're excited for you.
We're excited to see what you bring to Mr. and Miss Black this year, and we're excited to see what the future Mr. and Miss Black do for the Black community here at Mason throughout their year here.
Yep. We'll see you on the 31st.
See you Sunday.